Greetings everyone and welcome back to Expeditions Viking, where in the last episode we killed Matadig? I have no idea. Anyway, moving on, we have killed someone of particular renown. Let's be perfectly honest here. We slew a contender for the throne. And now it's time for us to report the good news. Now, it's going to be sunrise around here. That's fine. No one's fatigued yet, but I would like to stop off somewhere. We could go to the Plane Trees campsite. An opportunity to get a little bit of extra experience never goes amiss. High food, normal shelter, low security. Yeah, I think we'll head over there. Let's go. Hope that we're not tired, because if we... okay. Okay, we're hungry. You and your herd are making your way through a mountain pass lined with dense foliage. It's a sort of gnarly shrubbery and rugged conifers that's stubborn enough to live in the mountains. Sorry, I'm tripping on my words. I apologize. A strong feeling of unease creeps up on you. You stop for a moment to scan the path ahead, but nothing but the wind seems to move the foliage. You only make it another 10 or so fathoms down the road before warriors explode out of the undergrowth around you, brandishing spears and swords. You find yourself surrounded. Prepare for trouble. Alright then. Very well. Loads of people are hungry. Well, that's not exactly great, I'll be honest. Now if you come in with, yeah, Gunnar. Let's go. Okay, well, I guess we're getting our wish, which was for more EXP. It's just delivering itself on the other end of a spear, probably, or a bow, or a sword, or an axe. Oh well. There are 9 of them, and you immediately identify their leader, a short, dark-haired woman with compact physique and the shadow of a crown painted on across her face. She flashes you a bright smile. Well, what a surprise! More guests from across the seas. What are you called, friend? No, we'll go with it. My name is Aavak. What's yours? She performs an elegant bow without ever letting her guard down. Granny, and where do you think you're going then? We're headed towards Perth to meet the King of the Picts. This elicits another smile. Granny, just fancy a chat, right? Or friendly and such. What did you mean when you said more guests? We've had bother with your kind recently. People dressed just like you and armed just like you, like to row their big ships up to small villages and churches, kill indiscriminately and take what they want. Well, I'm not going to threaten her. She has got the advantages and more of them. I'm on a diplomatic mission. I seek an alliance with the king. That's kind of true. No, it's not. I wish to arrange trade between our people. Well, no, I think we're going to go with the alliance. She cocks her head to the side and looks thoughtful. Well, seeing as how you people have been behaving around here, I doubt you'll have much luck. But we'll escort you to Perth if you want to go there. Seems like a win for us. We were going to Perth anyways, yes? Well, yeah, actually, technically. As if assuming this doesn't turn out to be a trap, which seems the most likely outcome from where I'm standing. Well, we could have a counteroffer, but they do outnumber us, and they've got a lot of archers, I can already see. I'll say we'll be happy for the company. The warrior woman's face splits into a wide grin and adds symmetry to her crow tattoo. No fight today, lads. This turned out much better than I expected. Let's get these people to Perth. Well, there we go then. That was not too bad. See, a little bit of diplomacy, greasing the wheels. I mean, we could have gone for a fight. Kind of wanted the EXP, but... Oh, there we are. Well, that saved me a lot of bloody time. Okay, well... Hello. I've solved the problem for you, my fine man. Anything I can tax? You know, gotta check. Even a king might not have taxed his people correctly. Gotta show him the proper ways of taxation. Well, he seems to know what he's about. Constantine Fergusa, now somewhat less disputed king of the Picts, regards you with the curiosity of a crow watching a battle. I thought I made myself rather clear last time we spoke. show Connell's head. I bring you the head of Connell MacTaidg. The king remains remarkably stolid. For a moment, you think he's going to smile, but instead he sits down heavily. Explain yourself. I'll be honest, I think. Connell was meeting another group of Vikings on the coast. We tracked him down and killed him before he got there. Constantine strokes his beard pensively. A secret meeting with Vikings, you say? I wonder what schemes the old dog was up to. We may never find out. I will make our situation clear to you. There have been many kings of Pictavia throughout history, but no one has ever gathered all the clans under one banner. I aim to do just that, and more. I'm working on a union with our neighbours in the Dal Ritter to the west. This is no easy task. If you wish to be my ally, or even just to establish trade between our kingdoms, I must first ask much of you, more than I have any right to ask. More frankly, I will truly be able to repay. I will ask you to act as my agent, the same way Granny does. So before we go any further, will you help me? I don't know, you've got a pretty nice beard. Sure. Constantine nods severely, steps forward and places a hand on your shoulder. Then I put my trust in you, Aavak, Jarl of Orkney. So we're to serve as mercenaries for a foreign power, just like Bjorn. It wasn't the mercenary work that killed our thing. As I recall, it was from his mercenary raids that he brought back the greatest riches. Already you have done me a great service. Connell and his clan was by far the greatest threat to my reign. Now, at least, I can turn my attention to a matter that has troubled me for a long time. Religion. Aavak, I am a Christian. Most of the clans of Pictavia are likewise Christians, but some are not. This division will continue to trouble and weaken us until addressed. Constantine raises his hand towards Granny as though inviting her to join the conversation, but she elects to stay put. Beautiful Granny exemplifies how this problem must be solved. She is capable of carrying Christ in her heart while paying tribute to the old gods as well. I have built a great church to win favour with my fellow Christians. Now I must show the pagans among us that I am tolerant of their different beliefs. Okay, that's reasonably fair. It's admirable of you to attempt a peaceful solution. Yeah, my aggressive followers aren't too happy with that, true enough. If we are to unify the old faith and the new, we need a religious leader. I know of the perfect way to achieve this. The stories are true. Granny knows that particulars of the matter. Go on, let her tell you what needs to be done. Connell's death has opened many new opportunities. I suddenly have many plans to make. With that, Constantine turns his back on you, an ambiguous signal that you are excused. Very well. Well, I guess I've got to speak with you then, don't I? She flashes you a brilliant grin. So, you killed Connell MacTaidg. She shakes her head in astonishment. I suppose because of what I told you, That wasn't what I had in mind, but well done, though. I've been trying to hunt the bastard down for months. How did you even find him? Well, Ivy told me, well, I see no reason not to. Well, this is the problem, is when you give too much information, I'm getting nothing out of this, realistically. I should consider it a show of good faith for this conversation. Ivy told me his quartermaster had a thing for a Potter girl here in Perth. I tricked her into telling me where he was going. Ah, yes, Ivy asked me permission to travel with you. I told the princess she can do whatever she wants. Behind you, Ivy coughs uncomfortably when Granny calls her princess, and Granny fails to conceal a smirk. Oh. You'll learn to appreciate your talent. Don't mistake her girlish ways for helplessness. I've seen her gut a man from his crotch to his throat. I could believe that. I've also seen her kill quite a lot of men before they were within reach, but... Granny, give me a chance. Oh, you must lighten up, lass. For your own bloody good. Anyway, where were we, right? Constantine needs to demonstrate that somehow that he's not going to purge the pagan stragglers as soon as his power is solidified. He's decided that he needs a figurehead for them. Now, this is troublesome. Since the days of the Romans, paganism has had it rough around these parts. Things were nice and organized under the Druids, but the Romans killed them all. Except one. Or so the story goes. And here's the kicker. They say he's still alive. The Roman Empire? Wasn't this hundreds of years ago? Leans in and lowers her voice conspiratorially. It was. If this man is still alive, he must be almost 1,000 years old. The last of the Druids. Imagine that. Now, I actually genuinely do want to meet him. Can't wait to meet him. Yeah, ask him what his diet's like. I wouldn't mind living to be 1,000 years old. Just as long as he's not, I don't know, merged with a tree or something. Now, we don't know where he is, but we know his name. Myrddin Emrys. I had a funny feeling. Damn it. Oh, you get around, Myrddin. That's all we have to go on. Now, with all this Conomatide trouble, we haven't had much time to look into it. But when I have asked around about him, I found the pagans to be tight-lipped, to say the least. They don't trust me on account of the Christianity, and the big flipping battle crow I've tattooed on my face doesn't make up for it, apparently. But you lot, you're not Christian. You ought to be able to get more out of those paranoid bastards. Admittedly, they have good reason to be on their guard, but still. Actually, that's a good question. Are you coming with me? She giggles, an actual honest-to-goodness girly giggle. No, you big glug. I've got my own problems to take care of. One less now, thanks to you, but it's not over yet. She nods in the direction of your herd. It looks like there's plenty equipped to deal with this one anyway. It's just one old man. A very, very, very old man, aye? How much trouble what? Oh, I don't know. Where do I start? Well, the only place I know where the pagans still reliably gather is in the Seahenge out on the coast. You could start by asking around out there. Maybe somebody will know a thing or two about the Druid. Alright, I'll find your Druid. And once you do, you'll be one step closer to an alliance with Constantine, King of Pictavia. She leans in and lowers her voice, still with a friendly smile on her lips. Just treat Ivy well, here? If you disrespect her, I'll take it as disrespect of all of the Pictish culture. I wouldn't dream of it. Okay, well that was actually quite interesting. Quite interesting on a number of levels, in fact. Okay, travel to the pagan worship site on the east coast of Pictavia. That's not going to be happening anytime soon because, as I said, we have other matters to deal with, other incredibly important matters that we are going to deal with first. And I'm going to take a drink of tea. Okay. You frozen, game? Oh, phew. Gotta wonder when it suddenly loading screen pauses. Though this one really is taking a long time. My goodness. I was just about to end the recording and bring you back a little bit later. But no, here we are. And it's daytime. Hooray. Hooray for daytime. Lovely times. Okay, we've got many, many places. A little place in there. Should we pop in? Ivy. Nephew. Let's pop our head in, see what's going on. Might be nothing. I should have thought about this before I did it though, you know. No, I mean... What's that? You can have a look at it. The hatch is securely locked. Okay. That is probably going to lead to something. I wonder. We could be mercenary, just go through there. Kill those two people, probably find the key on them or something similar. You'd have to be playing a particular brand of murder hobo, though, to be willing to just do that on a hunch that there'd be something worthwhile. It's not really the way that we're playing this at all, even slightly. Right. Where is... is I want to find someone we can speak with, the Potter lass, to see if we can let her know that we didn't kill the lad that she's keen on. But I'm not seeing her around anyway, unfortunately. Alright, let's go and have a chat with you then. Hope to see you again. Looking for meats or height? Let me take a look at your wares. Sure thing. Just so we're clear though, don't expect any discounts unless your reputation improves. That's fair enough. Disagree about prices though. I would really like to buy these. 13 rations per hide? Ugh. No, we're heading back to skiing. Alright, some other time. Yeah, maybe if your prices improve. No, it doesn't look like there's anyone around here, unfortunately. And no new things to tax. It is much sadness, but we'll have a quick jog. We'll quickly wander through just in case. You know, I did promise that I wasn't gonna harm the man. I hope no further harm came to him, because we did kind of just leave him there, but you know, these things happen. We've got the smith over there. Should have the witch down here. In fact, yes. Let's quickly jog on down. And then we'll be heading back. Oh, look at that fine ship of ours. Truly. Truly a master-crafted vessel. Alright, let's get on down, speak with the witch. Ulach. And then we will move on. We are knackered though and hungry, which is not particularly good. Can I talk with you? There we are. Look, it's idly chewing a leaf of some description as you approach. My favourite Viking. That discard still stands if you need it. Let's see what you have. Generous prices here. 110. I could sell 5 medicine for it. Yeah, sure. You can have 88 for 16 hides. Absolutely. Great. 1 medicine per herb. No, that's not good. I wouldn't mind getting some extra herbs, and then I can turn that into medicine and sell that for other stuff. Yeah, okay. That seems reasonable. Let's hope you don't need it, yeah, I do hope so. But we need to get back to skiing. I'm ready to get out of here. You ready to get out of here? Because I'm ready to get out of here. And he's shooting. Looks a bit up the island towards the butcher's house. Sure, take me across the river. Ah, yep. My lord. It's just a witch. Alright, let's go. Yeah, there's no one around here to speak with, unfortunately. Maybe we'll have a quick chat with you, see if there's anything further to trade. Falte rice. Looking for food or herbs? See what you have. I'll give you a decent bargain. You should know I reserve my best prices for loyal customers or friends of my people. Disagreeable stuff. No, no. Farewell. Right. Hey, Morkant. Don't pace. You're putting me on edge. Right. Time for us to be leaving. It's been a little while since we were back in skiing. A couple of, well, maybe a week, 2 weeks? Possibly. Something along those lines. Either way, it is high time that we make our way down there. Got 2 points that we can, 2 ports that we can call into. Alright, off we go. Now this should take us a fair old while. At least 2 days. It's a rough day on the sea. Thor races across the sky and his chariot whips the waves into a frenzy. As the storm reaches a crescendo, lightning strikes the mast of the Aavak. We'll spend 20 wood to repair the mast. Okay. We'll have Heeg. Okay. With Heeg's help, you repair the mast as best you can. Despite the weather, you manage to get it nice and sturdy. Well done. Okay. We are going to be absolutely exhausted when we reach here. Homestead folk mode completed. Hooray! Yes, enter. There we go. This quest has been a long time coming. A long time to complete. I wonder if this is the final stage to it, though. Oh, nephew, she's been worried about her sister this whole time. And yet, loyally following me. Clan power has increased. Excellent. Homestead. Okay. We could take power a little bit higher. For 100 and increase valuables. Have no thralls. It's a bit of a shame, but it's gonna happen. Okay, get that going. It'll take 1 week. It's not so bad. Rations would be nice. Prosperity, more power. Yeah, we'll start working on that after. Fully upgraded, appear, more power. Yeah, we've got a fair bit of stuff we can do. Oh, hi, Ivy. I can see why you care so much about this place. The trees are very green, and the earth is soft and fertile. I do miss the mountains of my home, but I could see myself living here. Where did you learn to fight? Granny trained me. She's a dangerous lady, that Granny. Yep. My father released me into her care on my 12th birthday. She came to kite and dined at our hearth where I was 10 or so. Apparently I was so impressed I swore fealty to her, then and there. But I was way too young, of course. Then for the next 2 years I wouldn't stop pestering my dad about when Granny was coming back and such. And when she did return, I left with her. That's actually quite a sweet story. Tell me about your home. It's cold. What do you want me to stay? I don't know, it's nice, you know? It's very stark land. Very big cliffs and even bigger waves. We're all very proud of how we even managed to live there despite it being so harsh. But I like it, to be honest. I like it a lot more now I'm not there most of the time. I just go back when I can visit my parents and play with the dog. You have a dog? This is fantastic. My parents have a dog. One big slobbering mutt by the name of Kusith. He's lovely. It could be Keesith, actually. I'm not sure that you quite has the same pronunciation in Gaelic as it does in Welsh. I'd like to know what you think about the rest of my herd. Alright. Who do you mean? Well, what about Nephew? She's got a lot to prove, right? She seems like it anyway. She's tough as nails, but she doesn't seem to know it. How about Ketil? She smirks. Has a very big mouth. You should watch it a bit better. Well, I think that's actually quite fair. Any thoughts on Zlifir? None that I should share in polite company. He's got quite the stick up his ass. I mean, yeah, it's actually fairly accurate, but I like him anyway. How about Gunnar? Aye, you couldn't get a rabid bear to swear fealty, so you went for the second best thing. The man's a flipping monster. I mean that in the best way, of course. Of course. I wouldn't take it any other way. And Edith? We should take Edith to meet my mother once. They'd get along swimmingly. If those two ever traded recipe, we'd be eating like kings. I will take you up on that. And what about Roska? She creeps me out. I saw her grinding a bug up for one of those poultices the other day. Well, yeah, that's kind of normal. What do you make your poultices out of? And Morkant. You and Morkant have a lot in common? Raises a single eyebrow. Because we believe in the same god? No, I haven't really got anything in common with him. He's all about his books, and I can't read, so... makes perfect sense. I don't know, he seems like a nice guy, just a bit repressed, maybe. Okay, let me ask something else. No, I've asked everything. Thank you. That was actually a very nice conversation. I appreciate it. Very nice conversation. Right. Let's have a wander around. Oh, actually, no. No, that was... I was getting sucked in. Sucked into learning about the people that I'm spending time with. No. No, and no again. Is this... Yeah, it's Nephew's home. I thought so. Let's go in and speak with Nephew's mother. Hopefully your sister's looking a little bit better. As soon as you landed, Nephew flew off the ship in a hurry to deliver the cure. When you catch up with her, she and Borgdis are helping her sister drink. Come on, take your time. Careful not to spill anything. Is everything well? Nefia stands up and brushes her hands on her tunic. She looks worried. We've done everything we can. All we can do now is wait. I can't thank you enough for helping me with all this. I don't know what I would have done without you. Anything for a friend. She gives your hand a friendly squeeze before turning her attention back to the patient. Well, hopefully. Nefia and Nefia share a bed. A pile of Nefia's equipment is stashed under the frame like a shameful secret. Oh. Well, that's Hellsot Curse is done. Hopefully everything goes okay. I wouldn't tax these battles even if I could. That is incredibly... Wow, that is... Wow. I would make a terrible leader. You're my friend, you don't get taxed. You, however, you're not my friend. Tax everything. Oh, this is how dictators are born. No one will get past me, Aavak. Good. Hello. Back in regular clothes and no longer tied to poles, you almost don't recognize the two Vikings you freed from Pictish captivity in Perth. They both smile, increasing. Hey, it's our rescuer. Good to see you again, friend. Fine place you have here. Very grateful for the invitation. What are you working on, Justine? I hope you don't find this too presumptive, but I decided to erect a runestone here in your honor. It'll speak of your deeds in Britannia, immortalizing your actions in the eternal memory of stone. I find that fantastic. How are you two holding up? We'll be fine. By far the hardest part of our captivity was having to put up with each other. Now, you said you built Jelling's fortifications. School and I are not on good terms. Can you tell me anything I might use against him? Grins wickedly. I don't like to sell out paying customers, but you did save my life. School ordered that I build a hidden tunnel under the fortifications to smuggle messages or supplies during siege, or to escape in case of an attempt on its life. Okay. If you needed to enter Yelling in secret, look for a small farmhouse on the left of the path to the southern gate. I hid a trapdoor under a bed inside. The other entrance is a bit shittier. You'll see where I mean. Oh, I can already guess. Unfortunately, I have pretty much no issue imagining what you mean. Alas. Damn effective imagination. There are some things one should not be imagining. That is most certainly one of them. But that is awesome. I'm very happy to see that. Let's have a wander around, though. You know, check out my peoples. Check out my home. We'll go and see Mum and brother later. There we go. I always feel bad when we go and see my brother, sorry. He always seems so deflated with every success. Or with every one of my successes, that is. I almost don't want to tell him that we're doing well. Hello, Morkant. You speaking with the children still?
Some fell in stony places where they did not have much earth, and they immediately sprang up because they had no depth of earth. But when the sun was up, they were scorched, and because they had no root, they withered away.
I see. You know, I think some of your clansmen may be receptive to the teachings of Christ. Perhaps, with your permission, I'll establish a small chapel here in the end of the year. You know, I think that would be good. As long as there's no attempt to just force people away from our gods. They're free to believe what they want. I mean, there's plenty of gods. I don't think yours is the only one. And if they do, well... let's just say our gods aren't exactly the most favourable to fools who turn their back on the old ways, but maybe they won't care. I don't know. Maybe they'll have better things to do. Right. Are there really more things I can tax? Have I not taxed enough? Well, my people seem to be doing well, so maybe it doesn't matter too much. I mean, there's certainly things over here that I can tax, so... I really never tax these things. I will take the tar. I will take... What? Honey, powder, tar. Okay. Can I... Oh, really? That is the most annoying thing in the universe. Ah ha ha ha! Got you. Come on, I gotta be able to get that somehow. Aha! Never give up. Not even once. You know what? I could actually talk to all of my herd about Ify. Well, no, first we will actually come and speak to my brother and my mother. It is important. Let's see how they're doing. Hopefully very, very well. It's so good to have you back home. The gods must have blessed Aavak. It is tough. It is though all of Skjern calms down a little as soon as your sail crests the horizon. Can you talk to your brother when you have time? Sure. She casts a surreptitious glance at Rurik, who's busying himself with some woodcutting. He's been getting more and more distance. See, this is the problem. I wish I could take him with us, but I don't think he would thrive in that environment. In what way? He's been so quiet, and sometimes he leaves for weeks at a time. I don't know where he goes. He gets so evasive when I ask. I'll try to find out what's going on with him. Maybe he does just miss me, but I don't think it is. I think he compares himself too much to us. Thank you. Just don't push too hard. You know how he is. How have things been going in our absence? Grimbader and his family are having great difficulty tending their farm without Aslefa around to help them. Unfortunately, we can't spare anyone from our own lands. How do we fare in terms of wealth? Your mother smiles sadly. Things are starting to look up, but we still have a long way to go. We're no longer the poorest clan in Jutland, at least. If Sigurdur Hringar were to pass judgment tomorrow, Skullcleaver would simply have to point at the poverty of our outlying farms, and I'm afraid the king would quickly rule in his favour. I'll talk to you later, Mother. Rurik, how are things? Rurik is keeping to himself in the back of the longhouse. He hasn't come to welcome you back since you returned, which is quite unlike him. He greets you without looking up from his woodwork. Hail Oxile, brother. His tone is friendly, but oddly distant. How goes it, Rurik? You taking care of things while I'm away? He shrugs. Sure. Things are all right. We make do. It's a bit confrontational. But are you not happy to see me? He's still not looking at you. Of course I'm happy to see you. We all worry when you're out, when you're not here. Are you sure everything is fine? You're acting a little strange. He puts down his woodwork with a loud smack and turns to face you. Anger flares briefly in his eyes before he calms himself. Please. Mother won't stop riding me about it. I don't need this from you as well. It's about time I get out of town a bit. When you say, I've spent too much of my life cooped up, I mean, sure, if taking charge of your own affairs, I'm all for it. Maybe you just set a good example for me. Maybe I've decided to change. See, this is a lovely sentiment, but if he's already doubting himself, and if he doesn't feel that who he is worth anything, then telling him, well, don't worry what other people think, just be true to yourself, it is almost an insult. So I'm going to just support his decision, whatever it might be. I'm glad you're doing something about it then. It's better to lead than to follow. He smiles, but it's not the carefree smile you remember. There's a steely determination there, which you don't recognize. I knew you'd understand. Well, I mean, I'm happy that he seems to be growing into his boots, I guess, but I think I'll probably miss the carefree smile. Things are improving around here. I'm doing my part. It'll be better for everyone if I learn to be the man everyone expects me to be. If Mother asks again, just tell her I'll be fine. It's just wanderlust. Who wouldn't be inspired by a brother like you? I don't know, that's a sudden change, but I'm happy for him if it's as it seems. Okay, I can't seem to report Rurik's words, but that's all right. Okay, well, I think that we're going to wrap up this episode there. We are still hungry, which is awful, frankly. Hopefully, we can find some way to eat before we have to sail back the other way, but we'll see how that goes. I may find a use for some of all of these valuables. We've got a lot of hides there. I would love to make some new items. Maybe we'll be able to speak with some of my herd a little bit and find out what they think of Ivy. But that is going to be it from me for now. So until next time, and as always, do take care, everyone.